Hello, and welcome back to Love and Hope Can. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for my return listeners. And if you're a new listener, welcome aboard. Hey, I just wanted to bring up have you ever been the person that has been the strong person pretty much in your family, amongst maybe your friends group or within the working environment, where you're the person that most people will come to with regards to helping, or if you're that what is called a compassionate helper? And you've always been that person to help solve the problems um, within your group of people, or that person that people can count on. If that's a yes, then stay tuned. If it's a no, then maybe it's good for you to listen as well, because for a person that has played the strong role and has been that person all the time, that has never really needed to ask anybody else for help, I wanted to ask the question, when does the person, the helper, need help? And when does the outside people that the person has always helped come to that person's need when they need help? I know that was a tongue twister. I sort of did it on purpose, right? So, but anyway, when does the helper get help? And I can say when the helper asks for help, right? But also, if this person has helped people time after time and been in situations where people can depend on that individual, why is it that those people never ask the individual that has helped them if they ever need anything? Okay. I was talking to someone. I was talking to another person, and we recognize that we are almost facing a little bit of some burnout and things with that, with certain situations. And although your family members and people like that can always, and I'm gonna say always, depend on you to come through with something, I don't care what it is. No one ever reaches out to you and asks you if you need some help or if it's anything that you need, especially because most of the time the helper, that person, never puts it out there that they need help, especially if they have been the helper to someone else, right? I don't know what that's about. Um, I don't know about my friend and I. We were trying to figure it out, and it's because we are strong individuals, and we've always been the people that other people can depend on, right? And we've never really failed an individual. We've always been that compassionate helper, and it's so interesting that we both we were talking, we both came up to the realization like, hey, it's time out for this. No one is coming to our aid to be able to even ask us if we're okay, and really mean that ask, if the ask is okay, and then say, hey, what you need from me, I can be there, such and such, or I can do this for you, or help you problem solve something that you may need help with. The opportunities are not really there, and they're not there on purpose because people have always seen you, or seen me, or seen others as people who never need the help and feel like they're okay, right? So that's interesting. And over the years, I have talked to people like that, have always been individuals in their families where everybody could come to. I don't care whether if it's a car payment, needing something, um, or just showing up or being there. People just don't realize what hoops that you have to jump through to be able to make a day for that person perfect, or make a situation a good time, or if that person is in really a need. But nobody actually comes through for you. And we were talking, and it was sort of like, have we made it too easy? Yes. I was told years and years ago, stop being that person for individuals who don't appreciate you, and individuals that can talk to you any kind of way, and then they come back and, whatever their sorries are, and feel like they can only come back when they need something. I know that I hope I'm talking to hundreds of thousands of people that have often found themselves in those situations, or even continue, even to this very moment, in the situation. Whether you're on your job, everybody can depend on you. They know that you're going to show up. You've never missed a day of work, or you've never called off, or you just take your vacation. But, outside your vacation, you're always that person. Maybe you're that person that everybody depends on to come and open up the doors in the morning. Maybe it's a morning that you want to take off, take the day off and, see if you want to get a mental health break or anything. If you're that person, put a comment in there. Put a comment down below to say, you know what, I'm that person. And, people depend on me, but nobody really and rarely come through for you or even ask if you're doing okay. You know, especially when people sort of know what situations you're in, whether it's new or old situations. People that I found in a lot of situations are just selfish. Nobody really cares in a lot, and I say not in all situations, but when people actually ask you how you're doing, and if you do and you go off script and say, instead of saying, "Oh, well, I'm okay, I'm doing okay," they never push it. But if you say, "Well, you know what, I'm not doing too well," notice the response because they never get that response. And it's sad because they don't know how to react. And even when you do the small talk behind it, it's not really a care that's coming from them. You understand? But if I can say to you right now, just stay the course. Do what you can do. But when you can't do it anymore, then you know that it's just time that you can't do it anymore. Stop suffering with the headaches, stop suffering with the depression, the stressed out moments. Take some time out for you because even though you're the helper and you may be the compassionate helper, always there for somebody else because you don't want to see anybody else sort of feeling the way that you feel probably every day, right? Come on, let me talk to you because I've met so many people. And part of this was me at one point, and still currently, nobody really calls to see how you're doing. They say, oh, she's okay. She's all right. She's married. She's this, she's that. But hey, I got another side of myself. I'm a female. I'm up in I'm not gonna say up in age, but I'm older, you know, and it's just interesting. When I cut the conversations or if I don't reach out and call, nobody calls. And it is so many people that sits in this seat where I'm sitting right now. And it's interesting, like I said, a girlfriend and I, we were just talking and she said, nobody calls. I said, nobody calls until they need something from you. Really? Okay. And so it's interesting that you can only probably count on one hand. And if you go past three fingers or two fingers, you're blessed to be able to have a person to really call you back and to really care and to listen to what you have to say. You understand? So, with that being said, I'm saying keep your head up no matter what. And if you're going through some things and you just want your space and you want to be by yourself, but if you need someone, speak out, speak up and speak out. Okay. That makes a whole lot more sense than just sitting alone and wishing that somebody comes by to knock on the door to ask you how you are. Okay. If you don't have someone you can talk to, you can always talk to somebody. Pick up the phone, whether it's an old friend and you have the same phone number, even if it's your pastor, even if it's a counselor, mental health, somebody that's dear to you, or someone that you maybe want to just check on them to see how they're doing. And y'all converse like that. So, with that being said, I appreciate you for listening again. Thank you. And as we go into this weekend, be safe. And if you're traveling, be safe and peace and blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye.